Hey Virgo, this is Nikki. Happy Thursday to you. We are almost done with the work week. I hope that you all had a good day. I hope you had a blessed day. Let's get started on your reading. So this is going to be your reading up with the harvest moon. Okay, the harvest moon. It really starts tonight or into early tomorrow morning, the 29th. Okay. This moon determines the inner world of a person and hence is of great importance. This luminous celestial body is associated with deep emotions and feelings toward the world, and it is believed that these zodiacs, that's all of us, our moods change in tandem with the lunar phase. Okay, so we're going to get started. This could be something that's emotionally felt by you. Um, Definitely dealing with how you feel, about things in general, about your life. How do you want to proceed in life? What do you want to change? Okay, what do you want to move on and let go of in your life? So this is going to bring up a lot of feelings and emotions about oneself, or, just completely. Where do you want to be? Okay. All right, let's see. Speak of us messages here for the collective. Dealing with the harvest moon. Harvest moon energy for Virgos. And the song that I heard actually for this reading when I started to shuffle was the song by Vanessa Williams. Hold on, let me pull it up. Okay. All right, so the song I'm hearing is "Colors of the Wind." I always say the blue corn moon because when I was little, that's what I used to call it because that's one of the phrases in the song. But it's "Colors on the Wind" from the movie Pocahontas. So I'll put that song in the comments as always for you to listen to. Message for you, Virgo. So excuse me if you hear me say blue corn moon, because that's what I'm so used to from childhood. But harvest moon energy reading for you, Virgo. This is you working on yourself, working on your deepest emotions, possibly some that you don't even realize were there. I feel like this is some feelings and emotions buried, that are buried, and they're possibly coming to surface now. All right. I'm hearing possibly because of the full of the moon, but the pull of the moon and the fullness thereof, but definitely because of you've been buried. Maybe something, the feelings have been buried, the emotions around this have been buried, and maybe there was something or someone to remind you of what took place. Okay, and maybe they're telling you this is a good time for you to heal, and it's something that just happened to you, Virgo. It's just something that you've always remembered, and you haven't been able to forget, but recently there could have been that person who did some things to you, possibly resurfaced in your life, or maybe somebody mentioned them to you or something like that, and it brought back all the heartache and pain. Okay. We already have here the Queen of Wands. I mean, you want to get away from this energy as fast as you can. You possibly are finding different ways to cope with this, with what you are feeling. But you've been maybe emotional more so than you've been in a long, long time. Well, why you've started today and possibly tomorrow feeling like, why do I feel so down? Why do I just feel like so sad? And why do I feel like there's something going on or something that's going to happen that I can't put my finger on? Okay, this is your feelings and emotions. They're needing to come up and out. You need to find a way to heal from it. In whatever way you as an individual chooses to heal, chooses to deal with this. Okay, so what is it about what you're feeling? Why does it feel so strong? Okay, Virgo, I feel like you're looking for a way to figure it out. You're looking for maybe a way to find that healing. But I'm hearing, honey, that healing starts with you. It starts from inside. That's why all of those feelings, the emotions are being pushed out because you have yet to deal with them. This is the perfect opportunity for you to say, you know what? I got to deal with this. I'm tired of holding it in. And it may not bother you. Maybe today is that person's birthday, or someone's birthday who hurt you, or that is coming up. Or maybe the event that took place in your life with this person is coming up, and you're trying to find a way to move on from this or whatever. You know, it's like, it's over with, but why am I still carrying this with me? This energy of that heartache, this energy of that heartache and that deep felt emotion is still around you. All right. And it's just time for you to, enjoy life. There may be, you don't know where to go and what to do, because you're holding on to this past pain. And how can I get out of this? What are you looking for with this energy coming up? How are you going to do to fix it? Okay, what are you going to do to fix it? Okay, I'm hearing, how are you going to solve it? I want to clarify the Queen of Wands for Virgo. Male or female, doesn't matter who. If this reading resonates, then it's for you. We got joy. Is the ultimate creator. So you're looking for joy and peace, okay, amongst heartache and pain. But it's more so not really about the heartache and pain, but those deep emotions that you have buried, and you're trying to find joy. Okay, that's the ultimate creator. But in order for you to find joy, you may have to find a way to get through this pain. I'm hearing, how can I ease the pain? How can Virgo ease this pain? How can Virgo ease this pain? My happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. Okay, you gotta believe. You gotta believe and have faith in the universe. Faith in yourself, first and foremost, and also you gotta find that faith in God and Spirit, whoever it is that you pray for. Okay, because I feel like you're not at this alone. You've never been at this alone, though it may have felt that way. All right, but you're not. Let's clarify the star card for Virgo, please. This Harvest Moon energy read. There is nothing sexier than my authentic self, my authentic truth. Be true to who you are, and though you may have been through a lot, though you have experienced a lot of dark nights of the soul, or a lot of negative energy in your life, I'm hearing a lot of sore energy, people you are sore with, I guess that was a phrase they used back in the day, somebody you're upset, mad with, sore with, you locking ass with, however you want to put it. This person upset you and they hurt you, okay? And they pissed you the heck off, okay? So it's like, but there's nothing sexier than being who you truly are, This person thinks that maybe because of who you are that they can get away with a lot of stuff, But this is you finding action in your life and hope and peace, and renewal, and finding that serenity deep down. And so actually, I'm hearing this song. I have joy, 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 joy deep in my soul. So I'll put that church song in the comments for you to listen to. Finding joy deep down in your soul. All right. Finding joy instead of heartache and pain. Finding joy instead of the cluttered emotions that you have been buried. The buried emotions that you're feeling. But hey, there's nothing sexier than my authentic truth. And that's okay being truthful to anybody else, Virgo. You can be a little crass with your words every now and again. How do I know? Because I'm a motherfucking Virgo. Okay? You can be a little crass sometimes, and a little authoritative with your words. But have you been that way with yourself? Have you been truthful to yourself? It's okay to drop truth to everybody else, but what about yourself? What is it that you need to fix inside of you? What's holding you back? What are you burying so deep that it only comes up, it only resurfaces every now and again? Okay? And when it does, it shuts you down. Okay, Virgo? It shuts you down. Harvest Moon reading for Virgo. What else? I accept struggles as lessons. You've struggled a lot, okay? And whatever it is that you've been burying so deep, that it only comes up, it resurfaces maybe when you are reminded about something. Maybe it's the anniversary of something that took place in your life that was really bad, or whatever. But what lessons are you learning from that? Are you learning the lesson to hold on to that too tight, much too tight, instead of moving on and trying to find a way to release it? Okay. So what lesson are you learning from holding on? But if you're unable to control how you feel, how are you able to visit that hurt, or that hurt pain, that heartache and pain, when it visits you once a year, every 6 months, or whatever, an anniversary of something bad happened to you, whatever, and it comes to you, when it hits you hard, and it shuts you down? How are you able to get through that, Virgo? How are you able to deal with this Three of Wands energy, this deeply rooted hurt and pain? How are you able to deal with that? Because it's a struggle getting from day by day, and you have come a long way, but there are certain times in your life, there are certain times throughout the year, that this really, really bothers you. And this energy of this moon, this harvest moon, brings up a lot of feelings of deeply rooted pain. All right. I hear pain and emotions. Possibly cried today. You possibly got so fed up with somebody or a situation and said something to them that you really didn't mean any harm in, but you just couldn't do with it. You just couldn't deal with people today. Okay, today just shut you down. We got to stay open-minded. You're gonna have more days like that. Okay. You'll have more days. Possibly tomorrow is not going to be a good day for you. You thought today wasn't a good day? Wait until tomorrow comes around. Okay, so you already know. Stay open minded. You may have a lot of people acting silly because of the full moon to begin with, because of this energy of the harvest moon. It's not only affecting your energy, your deep emotions, but it's affecting theirs too. Everybody's a little wacky today and going into this weekend. Okay. Harvest moon energy read for Virgo. Yeah, you feel like you're all tied up and don't with nowhere to go. And listen to your, you have this door of value, but you don't recognize it, especially when you are going through what you're going through, like a bad day today. Nothing seemed to be right. It was like, what do you call it? When everything that you're going through all day long is just one thing after another. Boom, 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 boom. It's like I make 2 steps forward and 20 steps back. I did this. Okay. Then all of a sudden something else went wrong. Okay. It's like, man, I'm just tied up on the same old rigmarole over and over and over again. So it's like you're experiencing different things in your life. You're all tied up in those deep emotions. And you got to find the healing, because you got to realize your door to the value is already within you, but it's buried deep with that heartache and pain. Okay. It's buried deep with those emotions that you haven't even dealt with yet. So it's hard for you to find your heartache and pain, Virgo, when it is hindered. It's hard to find your door to value. Okay, when it's hindered, you're still stuck and tied up into this emotional roller coaster that you've been on for so long, that you've buried, and you've cried about it. Okay, but you buried it and you cried. But when you cried, it kind of fertilized that energy and pain, and the roots and everything have grown so deep, but you fertilize it with your own tears. Okay, it's like you're burying it deeper and deeper and deeper. When are you going to let that out? Okay, when are you going to let that heartache and pain that you've been through birth through all of those roots that are impacted down inside of you? When are you going to release those tears, release that energy that's going to raise the vibration of that heartache and pain, so you can breathe again and let it go? Buried too deep. Feelings and emotions, Virgo, are all inside, and it's hard for you to talk about it. It's hard for you to comprehend that you're not the only person that's going through that, but you have people that's been through it, if not worse. So you're not the only one, and you're not the worst one. And everybody has a different level of pain. Okay, everybody has a different level of heartache and deeply rooted emotions. All right, so yours may be deeper than someone else's. Maybe your family has been through some sort of traumatic thing in their life, and you had it the worst of all. Okay, feel joy in all you do, and patience is a virtue. Okay, forgive yourself. All right, forgive yourself for knowingly not being able to move forward. You can. It starts with you, though. That's the thing. I'm not judging you. I'm not judging anybody else. Everybody has that deep-rooted shit that they're going through, that they go through every now and again, that it just comes on you like, it's like it comes on you like And I told you, you're never alone. It comes to you like a flood of emotions. And when it hits you, it's hard to let that energy go. All right? You're never alone. People have been going through this for a long, long time, you know, but you're not the exception. We're going to always go through some shit in our lives. My pastor's wife used to always tell us, your learning stops at the grave. And my pastor used to tell me, he passed away last year. I miss you, Reverend James. I miss you, miss you, miss you. That was my buddy, but he would always tell us, you don't think you have any problems now? Just keep on living. You don't think you had any problems? Just keep on living. Everybody gonna have some problems, okay? But it's how we get through it that matters. Okay, Virgo? Harvest Moon energy for Virgo 2023. I surrender. I surrender to a power greater than me. And I have a hummingbird and butterfly. The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. Okay, so this is you surrendering to a power more higher than you, more greater than you. Surrender. And you know what? You'll be free. And just know how fearless you really are. All right? But you have to put that intention out there in the universe, out there in the stars, out there in the moon. I bring to my faith the more fearless I am, the more fearless and free I am. All right. If there's somebody who likes to draw pictures of birds or different things, like maybe even doing something with calligraphy, I definitely see that with you. Something that you do creative. And make sure you put your crystals outside tonight and tomorrow, unless it's raining. Okay. If it's raining, please don't set them out. Maybe find a different ways to recharge your crystals. Excuse me. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender much. I surrender more. So yeah, you surrender, yeah, but not as much as you should or should have, but not as much as you need to. When you surrender, keep on surrendering. Okay. That's like I was just telling you. You know, you don't think you have a problem? Keep on living. You keep on. The more you live, the more you know that you need to surrender. The more you live, the more you need to surrender. Either somebody loves Ferris wheels or you're afraid of them. I'm afraid of anything that I can't control. If I can't control, the only thing I can control is my car. You'll never ever see me in I won't say like an airplane. I've been on an airplane one time in my life, but like Ferris wheels and amusement rides, I don't like all this shit. We have 8 floors in my building. I don't look out the windows when I go up from 6 on up, maybe 5 on up. I don't look out those windows because I don't like heights. Maybe you like that, you don't like heights. All right. Surrender to your fear of heights? No. Sorry. Not gonna do it. Nope. I can't do it. I don't like heights. I just don't. So, I recognize that I have chosen fear. I recognize that I have chosen fear and I choose love. Yeah, I just said I fear heights and I have chosen fear. Yeah, I recognize that I just said that, right? So, you know, you have to reiterate that to me when I pulled out this card. I recognize that I have chosen fear. I just said it, you know. So, I mean, just because you pull this card out or have me pull this card out, whatever, I'm still going to be afraid of heights. And that's not going to change. Yeah. You see, we having this little dialogue here in spirit. Is just, you know, telling it like it is. Okay, Virgo. Let's clarify. I choose that I have chosen fear. And I choose again. I choose love. I do love myself. And I do love people. But I ain't going to look out no doggone window up on the 8th floor. It's not going to happen. And I'm not getting on the Ferris wheel. I don't care what. I'm not getting on no doggone slides that's all the way up in the air and then zoop you down. Those doggone boomerang things, all that shit over there at Six Flags, they can keep it. Nope. The only way I'll go there is if they did something like Halloween, like Fright Night Fest or something like that. I'll go to that, but I still won't get on no damn ride. I'm gonna stay deeply rooted with my feet on the fucking ground. Nope. Ooh, never judge another Virgo, and never, allow anybody to judge you either. Everybody heals at their own pace. I feel like you've had people in your family who said, well, you need to be over that. That happened so long ago. That happened when you was a little girl or when you was a little boy. Why are you still holding on to that negativity? Because that's your life and you can do what the hell you want to do in it. Okay? Everybody heals differently at their own pace. All right. But this is about you having those feelings. So, and that's the thing, they're deeply rooted. And it's okay to honor those feelings, but and once they come up, I'm hearing once they resurface. But how are you going to deal with them when they resurface? It's like when they resurface, you deal with it for a few days, and then it dissipates and comes up again. It lies dormant in your heart, in that deep part of you, in your soul. But then all of a sudden, it comes back up. Okay, it comes back up, and you just have to deal with it in a different way. But it's like you're choosing not to deal with it. That's why it comes back and comes back and comes back, because you have yet to heal from that trauma. Okay, like attracts like. All right. I feel like you've had some unhealthy relationships, possibly, not for all, but possibly based on those deep emotions that you have buried. Okay, you pick the wrong kind of man or woman every time you get into a relationship. It's like reminiscent of the last relationship you were in, but it's definitely being fed from those emotions that you have buried, that you have yet to deal with. Okay, it's like, if it's not one thing, it's another. I can't find a good man or a good woman to save my life. Why do I keep on finding out that the people I'm with are cheaters or crackheads, or abusers or something like that? Why do I keep choosing the same kind of person to fall in love with? It just happens that way. Doesn't mean it's going to be that way for life, forever. But you got to change your focus. About you. Change your focus. I think sometimes you don't know exactly where it is you're going. It's like you don't know if you're coming or going. It's like you're going in so many different directions in your head. I feel like the Seven of Cups energy here is with you as well. It's like making the healthiest decisions for yourself. And you can't really blame yourself. You can't at all blame yourself for what took place in your life. All right. But it's how you dealt with the aftermath that matters the most. All right. Don't get caught up in letting people or allowing people to judge you. Everybody has choices. Everybody heals at their own pace. Even you, Virgo, even me, we all heal. We could have had the identical thing happen to us, but it's how we dealt with it and how we've healed from it, or if we've healed from it, or just buried that shit too deep. All right. I feel like you've come at a stalemate in your life, and I feel like the resolution of conflict is here. This energy. That's why you're feeling this tug and pull from the energy above. It's time for you to find a way to heal. If it goes to go to a support group, maybe some positive things to yourself, but release it. You got to release that pain. All right. It's buried and it comes up. We got angel of love and we got anxious. Action. So you love yourself. You wear your heart on your sleeve. Yeah, you wear your heart on your sleeve. Hold on. Okay. I'm hearing woman in love. Wait, what is this called? A Woman in Love by Michael Bolton. I'll put that in the song in the comments. But this is you taking action. I see you wearing your heart on your sleeve. I feel like it's time for you to open up to someone. Open up to yourself. Look in the mirror and just talk. And have a sit down and say, look here, Tamisha. Okay. Look here, Ariana. Okay. Look here, Timothy. Whatever. Okay, Albert, we've been through this, and I thought we were over this, and you're communicating back and forth with that person you're looking at in the mirror, and talk about it. We need to find a way out of this. Okay, I'm still suffering with this. You're still suffering with this. How do we heal the child within, the horror within that we've kept buried for so long? Let's find a way to release it. And the best way you can do is through positive self-talk. All right, and also. That was the past. Okay. And I'm not going to say with this issue, let the past be the past, but you're burying some things so deep. And you are, I won't say you are allowing, I think it just creeps up on you every now and again. And here you go trying to process that shit all over again instead of finding a way to heal from it. Erasing that stuff from your life. You can't forget about it, but you can't erase it so it won't bother you, so you find a better way to deal with it than the way you have been. Okay. I feel like there's somebody going through something with their hands. Maybe you bump your hand on something or slam it in a car door, or something. Maybe your hand is swollen from something, or something about a hand being swollen. Okay. So, I'm definitely an intuitive reader. So you may be seeing a wing, and that's part of the wing. But when I see that, I see a hand. But that's just me, okay? And when I see that, to me, that looks like a hand swollen. So, maybe even put out some fresh flowers, for yourself. Get yourself some fresh flowers, something that's going to make your day. Make sure they don't smell that. Make sure they don't smell as sweet as you do, Virgo. Okay. Something too about some perfume, maybe some rose perfume or something like that. Wear some of that or some rose, like some rose candles or rose incense or something that's making your home smell like a very beautiful flower bouquet, bouquet of flowers. Possess self-confidence and everything you've been through. It's hard to be confident. Okay, it's hard for you to really express yourself to others because you don't even want to express yourself to yourself. So how can that be possible? All right. Hold your head up. I have to tell my daughter all the time, hold your head up. There's nothing for you to be ashamed about, shy about, or anything else. Hold your head up high. Okay? And know that you are a child of the Most High. All right? Don't keep on suffering. You don't have to. It's hard getting over stuff like that. But when you bury it and you ignore it, it's still going to resurface because you just buried it. You buried it, okay? Find a way to consecrate your pain, all right? Let's get a final message, okay? When you lean on certainty and faith, When I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. Not everybody is bad. Not everything is bad. Not everybody's going to hurt you or lie to you or disgust you, Virgo, all right? We have her love. Maybe somebody loves to paint, water paint. I choose love no matter what. I choose love no matter what. You done been through a lot. You done been through the ringer. So much in your life. A lot of different things have taken place in your life, but it's how you deal with that pain. Okay, that's the issue. How you deal with those strong-willed emotions that are just there. It's so hard for you to uproot them and move them on because you've buried them so deep. You've buried them too deep within your psyche. All right. And we have here, when I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. Okay? Always back into the light. Okay? What else? One more here. Calm is not a weakness. Just because you are who you are, just because you don't say shit, a Virgo, all the time, or you didn't say shit when you were younger or whenever this thing took place in your life, just because you didn't say anything, it doesn't mean you're weak. You are anything but calm in your life. But people think now because you don't talk a lot, or they feel that you are very shy to a certain extent, or they can get away with some stuff, that doesn't make you weak. That just makes them crazy, because I feel like they've got with you because they thought that they can get away with some stuff. And until you've gotten to this point, we all have let people get away with something they shouldn't have got away with. But that's why we've learned and we've grown on from that kind of energy. Okay. Okay, tell them to come to you now with some BS. Okay. Final card for Virgo. Harvest Moon energy read. My outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition, pretty much. That's what we've been talking about the whole 28 minutes. My outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. That internal condition involves your pain, your buried pain that you have yet to deal with, Virgo. Those deeply rooted emotions, okay? And we have here. When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. Seeing the world through the lens of love, and not holding on to what they've taken you through, to how bad you have been treated, and to how unfair you've been treating yourself after all the things you've been through. You're still stuck in that moment. I hear oneness is my true nature. I am the loving energy of the universe. You're surrounded by love stars in the universe, spirit guides, your angels, your spiritual leaders who are on the other side, shining their light brightly on you. no matter whether or not you are seeing that light or not, because of all the deeply rooted emotions, Virgo. All right? Talk to y'all later. Have a good night.